Enjoy this free preview from MyOutdoorTV. With the largest library of outdoor shows, we are the home of the adventurous, the champions, the legends. MyOutdoorTV. Try us free.
I can't believe another season has already went past and a new season is upon us. A new beginning. That's one that we are always so excited about bringing to you. We never lose sight of trying to manage those does and looking at reconyx pictures. We've been studying them all summer long, it would seem like, trying to pick out what deer we're going to target. You know, this time of year is real tricky. You really have to watch the thermals. We rarely hunt mornings unless the temperatures are, so good with high pressure systems that we can go in there and maybe bop one early with the right temperature. So we're really conscious of those tactics that we've been using for many, many years.
With 13, we do a variety of different tactics through different phases, and over the past several years things were pretty consistent and everything was rolling right along. And then enter the summer of 2022 and a tremendous drought, and because of it the results are food plots that aren't very tall. They've gotten a little rain. We finally got some germination there late in the cycle, but it's not a lot. Time will tell just how effective those plants are when it comes down to hunting the deer.
I am some kind of fired up now because it is opening day of Missouri's archery season. It's a little warm and it's not really promising, but we got a deer that we've been after. We had pictures of him early, and then all of a sudden, about the time he decided to shed his velvet, he's disappeared, and he's a pretty good deer. So we're just gonna kind of take it all in and see what we can learn, and then hopefully we'll capitalize when the weather gets right. Well, we're heading to a spot pretty doggone close, and Forrest has worked extremely hard preparing this particular field. Got the scrape trees in, putting hot wire up around the beans, and then trying to get the biologic to grow. Did a lot of watering there, moved some stands, moved the blind, so we're set up. Hopefully we'll have some luck.
Well, we made it in. There's been a lot of effort going into this spot. Forrest came in and mowed it and planted biologic, anticipating, like every other fall, that we get a little bit of rainfall, but we haven't had squat. So we've got bare dirt right here. I know Mark and Wade are hunting tonight, and we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe some luck will happen.
So we set the camera up on a tripod because it's just me and Wade down here in Missouri, and the drought has thrown us one curveball after another. And you look at last year's 2 kills, mine down at the bottom, yours up on that ridge. Well, here we are a year later, and you'll see where we're going.
It looks like the infield of a baseball diamond.
That one's been planted 3 times,
Yeah.
I think.
Most all of them have been planted 3 times. They're calling for some rain here in a few days. Hopefully we'll catch that rain, and our watering and everything will come together. We'll have nice green plots come October.
Hopefully.
We're excited for tonight, opening night, and it's a little warm, but it's opening night, so we're gonna get out there after it. South wind right in our face, pretty stiff all the way till dark, so that is our saving grace.
That's the thing we like about today. We got some clouds that came in, we got a wind that sustains, the temperature dropped just a little bit, and we're hopeful that they actually get up and move, because we've had a reconyx camera on this area the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we had a lot of daylight when these bucks had their velvet on. Then it continued to warm up, the velvet came off, they've gone dark for the most part. We're hoping this little bit of weather change is what we need to get one on their feet tonight. It's opening day, and Wade and I are going back to where he had success last year. We do have some green on top of this ridge. There was a clover field that we put in place last year. Half of it came in, half of it did not. We had some weed issues up there. We've got a radish field right in front of us, but the plants are very small. But we did everything we could to make it the best 40 acres it could be and optimize deer movement on top of this ridge.
You can see right here on DeerCast maps, wind's perfect for this spot. The gap's right here. Just the gap going out to the beans. This is our green field. The wind's just absolutely perfect, 7 miles an hour or so. I got high hopes for tonight. It's opening night and phase 1, so we're super excited to be out here. Just wish we had a little bit more of a green carpet here. There is still a little tinge of green left in the beans, so hopefully they'll still work through and do their normal thing going to the big destination field.
You know, here it is, the opening night, and you have a lot of doubt because of the drought. Is there EHD that's about to hit? Have we already lost some deer? Are we ever going to get rain? Are these plots going to grow? Well, all of that doubt gets washed away from your mind the moment you look out and you see that first deer of the season walking your way.
6:45. It's late like we expected, but they are working this way, so that's a good sign. Still a little bit of green beans in the destination field, but they might be coming up to these radishes. We'll see what they do here. It's nice to see. It's a 4-year-old who's got marks on both G2s. Good looking buck. So we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Maybe something else will show. Pretty nice to see him though this early.
Had a pretty doggone good sit. We saw one buck in particular that grabbed our attention right off the bat. I mean, he was a dandy. The proper name for this particular deer is going to be Two Forks going forward.
If there ever was a deer to pass, maybe that one, because if he picks up some mass, he's going to do quite well. We're just tickled to see him this evening, opening day here in Missouri. I don't know what kind of evening Wade and Mark are having, but I'm hoping they're having a good evening like we are.
Oh, there's a track. That might be right behind the does coming up right behind him. Running. Okay, gotcha. I think that's our boy.
This segment was brought to you by Matthews Archery.
Prep your plots with DeerCast's exclusive virtual rain gauges powered by the industry-leading ag weather service. Prep, predict, and pursue with DeerCast.
13 is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Tracker Off-Road, Analogics Outdoors, Rage Broadheads, Scent Lock Technologies, Loophole Optics, Muddy Outdoors, Traditions Firearms, Reconyx Game Cameras, Mossy Oak Camouflage, and presented by DeerCast, featuring forecast, mapping, tracking, and more.
I think that's our boy. Good man. smoked him, didn't you? I think so, yeah. Go down, buddy, go down. Yeah, not doing well. Yeah. Opening day, baby. Just like last year. Yes. Oh, man. That's the buck we came in here after. Just like we suspected. Yeah. They all worked up in here, started filtering through, and we just got it done on opening day on a beautiful North Missouri 10-point.
2 years in a row.
Opening day, baby. Launch that tag. Let's go. Well, I can do that right here before we get to him. I know he's right there. Nice job, Wade. Thanks.
Good shooting.
Thank you.
Mark and Wade picking right back up where they left off last season. And this isn't by luck. This is just by pure hard work, determination, and skill. These guys spent a lot of time planting and replanting all those food plots in order to get these deer right in front of them. Food plot architecture at its finest, as always.
Hallelujah. I just couldn't be happier for those guys. Congratulations. Great job, Wade. Kick it off.
Well, Wade, we got the light on. I'm positive that's that buck we look back on the pictures of.
Yeah, man, it's hard to argue with Reconix photos. We have last year's photos of him. He was all swole up last year, big 4-year-old, and we're pretty certain this guy's 5.5. Got really good master his tines, and just an awesome buck here to wrap my tag around on the opening evening. The food plot might not have been perfect, but the architecture of the setup was perfect.
We had deer come from every different angle of this 40 acres, and that's why we did all the grasses with a destination up on top. It worked literally to perfection.
Just awesome. Couldn't be happier to kick off phase 1.
This segment was brought to you by DeerCast Maps. Prep, predict, pursue.
All right, so today is the first official day of fall, September 22nd. It's my first official day of deer season here in Missouri. We had about a 20-25 degree temperature drop from yesterday to today. It should get them moving. We're excited. The spot we're going to, we got a chance to see a couple bucks, one called the Short G210, who we actually saw the night I killed last year, and another buck we call Scout. So our wind's not exactly great, but we got all the scent lock. We used our scent crusher bags, on the way out here. So we're as scent proof as we can be. We're gonna try our hand at the Hot Corner.
We're headed back to a spot that we call Hot Corner. It's on a lease that I've had. This will be the second year that I've had it. And we went back there because we felt like it's secluded on this piece of property. We felt like it'd be the best opportunity to see a whitetail in the early season, especially when we look back at the MRI from last year. Now, we planted and replanted biologic in this little cove that would butt right up against the beans that the farmer had. Unfortunately, we just never got the rain, not even in the replanting, so there just isn't much for them to come out to feed to. We're really going in there for a scouting mission as much as anything. I have a couple trail cameras here, but I kind of feel like the deer might be circumventing a few of those and coming out in another position. So we're gonna go in and hopefully we lay eyeballs on one.
Hopefully the deer come out, nibble on the biologic that's grown up, and then they head out to the beans. That's the plan anyways.
Well, here we go. Going down to Missouri. Got some MRI of a big deer going to bed on the Reconix cameras. At the farm I've killed all my Missouri deer on with a bow while working for Drury, so pretty cool if we make that number 3 tonight. But got Wade behind the camera, Taylor and Mark are hunting down here in Missouri as well, Matt and Terry and Forrest as well. So big cold front come through. DeerCast is peaking out right now, and we got some east-northeast winds, so fingers crossed. I think it could be really, really good tonight.
Perry and Wade are heading into a bottom field that, again, the drought affected it. This was supposed to be a giant, beautiful clover field. It's not bad, but it's not great. There's also what was supposed to be a radish field right in front of the blind. We ended up going back in with winter grass. Perry's up to bat. We've got MRI of a tight rack, really mature 10-point. Hopefully Perry and Wade can get it done.
Well, we made it in the blind here in Missouri. We're locked in this blind. We're not gonna open the windows until hopefully the shooter shows up, because our wind is right on the edge of being
good for us, but maybe blowing our wind over some beds. So we got high pressure tonight, so hopefully any wind that does get out goes up and not over their bed. But good luck to Taylor and Mark. They're not far away from us. Me and Wade are gonna sit here and sweat it out and hopefully shoot a big Missouri buck tonight.
Well, we are very excited and anxious for tonight's sit. We just got settled in, already have 2 deer on the field early, as we suspected. I mean, we've been waiting for this front to hit, and tonight and tomorrow night just look amazing on DeerCast. We shall see, but I predict it's a good sit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got squiggly G1s.
Look at the mass.
Yeah.
Last year, we thought he was 3.
Gosh, we are having just an amazing sit. Some of them have kind of filtered off. This buck just showed up on the field edge. Big glass, nothing looks mature. Really pretty tin, chocolate rack. We'll see where he goes.
Taylor and I are having a fantastic sit. The deer are moving well. That south wind has them on their feet. Boy, did we have some great encounters to start the season for Taylor.
It's Ric Flair.
Does looking at us.
Ric Flair is a deer that we felt like was 4.5 years old. He was pretty, he's a great buck, but we kind of felt like he needed 1 more year. That doe spooked on our movement in the blind. As I was looking backwards, looking at Ric Flair, she was staring a hole right through us and she caught us moving. It was still an awesome encounter. It was great to see him right out of the gate. DeerCast was giving us greats for everybody, really, with that front moving through. Taylor had some great encounters. Terry saw 2 forks again, and Perry's had some good movement, but it looks like it's about to get great for him real quick.
This segment was brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms. 13 is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Tracker Off-Road, Analogics Outdoors, Rage Broadheads, Scent Lock Technologies, Loophole Optics, Muddy Outdoors, Traditions Firearms, Reconyx Game Cameras, Mossy Oak Camouflage, and presented by DeerCast, featuring forecasts, mapping, tracking, and more. Closed captioning is brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties, America's land specialist.
They're getting stopped.
seemed like got decent penetration, but I don't know. I felt really solid. It flew straight. What was he distance-wise? 30. You hit perfect up and down. I put it right where I felt was perfect. I don't know. We're gonna go look at the footage, check DeerCast track, figure out where we're at, and go from there. I'm shook up.
Pear Bear puts a big old shot on him and it kind of penetrates through that shoulder blade, but gets into the vitals there. That deer, I don't think is gonna go far.
They decided to go track. Taylor and I head out. We grab some dinner. We bring it back to the boys. Time we get back there, they've got the buck at the gate. All's well that ends well. Congratulations. What a great start to the season.
Oh, man, look at that.
That's another hammer off this farm, buddy.
I've killed every bow deer I've killed in Missouri while working for you off of this farm.
How about it?
Well, how thankful are we for the cold front Mother Nature finally brought our way, buddy?
We needed it, something fierce. A little rain, a little cold, some north winds, and this is a result in phase 1 here.
Changed the daylight movement, changed their demeanor. We've had great sits, Taylor. It has been awesome the last couple nights.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. And I mean, it's like that green hits on DeerCast and everybody's out.
Green means go.
Oh
certainly.
yeah, green means go.
Wade started this phase off with a great kill there, and it was 82 degrees. And then we went through this hot period. DeerCast was saying poor and bad, and then finally we saw that dark green coming, and man, are we making the most of it.
And some north winds blew in, and here we are sitting behind a big Missouri deer, and I couldn't thank everyone enough, yourself included, and Wade behind the camera, and everyone that's a part of what we get to do.
So 2 down here in phase 1, like it couldn't start any better. I'm so proud of both of you guys, all the effort and all the work you guys put in. Just the ultimate start to the season as far as I'm concerned.
And 2 big, mature Missouri deer are on the ground.
Absolutely.
They are.